have your own swag, and then you will say, I've had hundreds of interviews, So they will ask you very tougher questions because you already have gone through a lot of interviews. So that's the thing. So
And
we
another
have
fun
to
fact
plan.
is that another fun fact is that if you have given 100 interview, then why you are here? 99 people rejected you. Why should I select you?
Right. The first question they will ask to that person is why they all have rejected you, man. Ah, man, tell me, man. Right.
Why we should select you or hire you? Like it's
Right.
going to be like difficult for you.
Yeah. And the interviewers be like, if you are bad, then I'm your dad. Something like that.
And, hello, how's you doing?
Yeah, mine was good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Great.
That's nice. So I think we are meeting for the first time, right?
Yeah, I'm meeting for the first time. And how is your day going on? What were you doing?
Hi. It's going fine. Thank you for asking. And as we are meeting for the first time, I think then we should go for an introduction, right? So who will introduce first?
Okay, let's. You introduce first.
Okay, so very short intro I'm gonna give. So my name is Atul, and I was born and brought up in Jharkhand, and right now I'm in Mumbai, and I love to teach. Yeah, that was all about my introduction. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, definitely. This is MS Nagda, and I'm from Madhya Pradesh. And currently preparing for competitive examination, and I've done my graduation. And taking English Yaari lessons for like working on my fluency and want to become fluent speaker.
That's nice. That's so. How do we get to know about English, Yari? Like from where?
It's all about YouTube. I get to know about English Yaari through YouTube because I have watched many videos of English Yaari, and then I came to know that this is a platform where I can practice my speaking, English
And
speaking practice. So that's why I hear.
yeah, that's very nice. And how many sessions you had with us? Like till now, how many
Till
sessions
now,
you have taken?
7 or 8 something.
Okay. And how were they like? How was your experience?
Yeah, my experience has been amazing, and I'm enjoying. And every tutor is quite friendly. It's like not like a tutor, teacher, student. It's like conversing with a friend or something.
Yeah, right.
So it's very friendly
Yeah, that's
environment.
very. Tell me.
It's a kind of very friendly environment here.
Yeah,
So
exactly. I think, yeah. Again, you were saying something. Yeah.
yeah, it becomes easier for those who are newbie or starting their English speaking journey, or those who are hesitant. It will be very helpful for those to become fluent or to work on their English.
Right. And I think teaching is something or learning is something which should be so damn friendly, right? You
Mhm.
can't learn in fear, right? You can't learn in fear. You can't practice in fear. For that, you guys have to be friendly. So, yeah, that's the thing. You know,
So
learning should be, yeah, you should enjoy while you're learning something, right now?
definitely, yeah, we should take it as a game or something.
Yes, right.
Mm.
Very well said. So, do you know the topic for the day?
Yes, I have gone through topic of the day. By the way, how long have you been working with the English? Yaari? How did you become fluent? It's your native language or you learned this language?
No, obviously, man, I'm Indian, so how can English be my native language? My
No,
native
no.
language.
Still, there are some kids or families where, like in metropolitan city, kids is exposed to English speaking environment since their childhood, or they have been brought up in English speaking environment. Their families, their cousins, their friends, everyone is like speaking mostly in English. So then that might be a case.
Yeah, you can say that. But if you are an Indian, then
Mm.
your native language can't be English, right? So that's a fact, right?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So no, my native language is not English. It's Hindi only. My second language is English, right?
Okay.
So yeah, I always had that environment with me in which I was able to practice with my friends or with my teachers, like during school days only,
Mhm.
from then and there. So yeah, it was quite easy for me to grasp this language and to have a good command over this language. Yeah, so that's the thing.
So how long have you been working with English?
Okay, so maybe from I think it has been 6 to 7 months now. Long journey, right?
Yeah, it's been so long. Yeah, definitely. By the way, as you said that you born and brought up in Jharkhand and currently living in Mumbai. So what are you doing? Like apart from doing this session, what do you do? Do you study or doing a job or business? Anything?
Okay, so right now I'm a student.
Okay.
I'm in
What
the
are
final.
you?
Right. I'm in MU, Mumbai University,
Okay. So what are you pursuing?
BCom.
Okay, you're doing the BCom. That's great. So we both are like from commerce background. I also done
Yeah,
BBA.
right. Actually, in my plus one and plus two, I had science. I had PCM, but then I changed my stream from science to commerce.
Why is it so?
Well, I wanted to be a banker, so I'm so much interested into banking and all. So that's
Mm.
the case. Yeah, because for banking, obviously, man, you need accountancy and all. You know, so I think BCom was one of the best course for this banking thing. So that's the reason. Yeah.
Ah, that's great. By the way, so are you also paying for banking examination like IBPS PO?
Yeah, IBPS, and you have SBI. Basically, I'm targeting for SBI.
Yeah, it's a benchmark for everyone who is preparing for banking sector.
Yeah, right. What about you? You also something related to this only, or you're doing something else?
No, currently I'm also preparing for banking exam. That's why.
Arre. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, you know, it's so I'm very much glad that we have something in common, right?
Yeah,
By the way, where are
definitely.
you from? From which state?
I'm from MP.
MP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. So, doing a topic for the day?
Yes, I had topic. It's interview.
Beta?
Interview.
Yeah, exactly. Interview. So, obviously, if you will crack your this exam, no, you have pre, mains, and then you have the interview, right?
Yeah.
So, it's a very good thing that we haven't talked about that topic. Okay, so the topic for the day is about interview. So, what is the first thing which comes in your mind when you hear about this word interview?
Interviews like the interview is checking your overall personality or
Mm.
maybe your communication skills or overall the person you are, how what kind of person you are. It's not about knowledge or like calculation mathematics because they have
Yeah,
checked it already in exam. So it's all about your personality and your communication skills and vary from jobs to jobs. Like if you are going from a banking job where you have to deal with the public because so they will check your communication skill, you can convince people or not, or there are
Mhm.
many areas, or you might have a little bit like general knowledge regarding banking or not. So they are going
Yeah.
to check like that.
Right. That's a fact. Basically, they're gonna check for your overall personality, right? They will
Yeah, definitely.
put you on that, right? How you talk and how you do all those things, right? The interviewers now they notice. I think like they will notice everything, small things. Your body
Hmm.
language, the way how
Body
you
language.
speak, your voice modulation, A to Z. Because they're already
Yeah.
very much experienced. Taking a lot of interviews. So
Hmm.
yeah, thing.
So have you given any interview so far other than banking?
Uh,
Just for banking? No?
Pardon?
Other than banking, not just particular banking. Any interview?
No, I don't think so. Maybe during my school days or first in maybe in my first year, for counselings and all, I have given small interviews and all. That's it. What about you?
Same with me. I have not given many interviews too. I have given couple of interviews, like one or
Hmm. I think one of the things which matters in an interview is your confidence level, how much you're confident. I
two.
was watching this interview of someone. I don't remember his name now. So what uh, he told us that in interview doesn't matter how many questions you guys gonna answer. it is totally up to you, like how you're gonna deal the pressure, deal with the pressure. Like suppose if the interview asks you 20 questions, and if you're not able to answer, let's say 18 questions out of 20, so you should know how to handle that pressure. Answering
Yeah.
questions, it doesn't make any sense. You answer, or if you don't know, then you can just say, I'm so sorry, sir, I don't know the answer for this. But
Mm.
it will tell you how you're going to deal with that pressure. So that's the important thing. That's the important factor, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, you have to be confident.
Right, right, right,
Mm.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on to my next question. So my next question to you is that
Mm.
why in India people are scared of this interview things and all. One reason I can tell you is English, because many people, they are not fluent when it comes to speaking,
Mm.
and also because most of the interviews are in English only nowadays. You have SSB, then you have for banking, UPSC. Like in UPSC you have options, right? Hindi
Mm.
also, English also, but mostly people, they prefer English ones. And even for big companies, you're gonna speak in English only. So it can be one of the reasons. What are the other reasons? What are the other reasons that you think? You know?
Other reason I would say it can be like if I take example of you and mine, is that we have not given many interviews so far, and I like I'm graduated already, and you are just about to graduate. So it's like still we have come so long and have not given many interviews. And that is the reason we might scared of the interview, that how will I give. And after graduating, we have the responsibility that we are supposed to be like a graduate,
Yeah.
and it's a pressure, I would say, that we have been graduated and you don't know how
Yeah.
to give an interview. That
You have changed your dress or what?
no, I just remove my shirt.
Okay, okay, okay. It's fine. Looking cool and
I was
handsome.
tech path, and I thought it got disconnected permanently. That's why I moved on.
No, 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 no. Yeah. So
Okay,
I
so
think you're also a YouTuber, if I'm not mistaken.
yes, you are right.
Right now you make like videos, right? You record sessions and then you upload on your channel, right?
Yes, I do. So
Yeah.
have you watched any of my videos?
Yeah, I watched this video, with what was his name, man? Just a second. With that teacher, he's a English Yaari tutor. His name is, I don't know his name.
Gopi sir or
You have
someone?
not written you have not written his name. You have not written his name. Uh,
Yes.
but you had a session with him.
Yeah. Okay. So how was that?
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. It was a very nice session. So that's a very good thing. And people, they enjoy a lot, right?
Hmm. Because
Because
listening,
there are two things. There are some people. Yeah, tell me.
go ahead.
Yeah. So actually, there are some people, who can't afford the price, right? Even though it's cheap or even though it's very less.
Hmm.
But people, they can't afford it. So there are many people out there. They will just watch that video and they will learn something. So yeah,
Hmm.
that's a very which you're doing. So keep it up and keep that thing on. Keep the legacy on. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I was saying that listening plays very important role in speaking English, because the more we listen, the words and the sentences and everything will be like stored in our mind, and when we are speaking, that will come out automatically. Because that is happening with me. It's like I have experienced this thing.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, man, that's a psychological thing that the more
Mm.
you're gonna listen to something, the more you're gonna watch, the more you're gonna talk, the more you're gonna, imagine and everything, A to Z. So obviously it's gonna, affect you somehow. So yeah, the
Yes.
same thing is with English also,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So as a topic was about interview, right?
Mhm.
So, I asked you that why in India people are scared of this thing, giving interviews and all. You know,
Mhm.
like there was this survey in which people, not people, actually the organizers, they asked this question to people that what is the most scariest thing, the pre mains or the interview. So mostly people, they told or they have written in that form that interview is the most weirdest thing or the scariest thing.
Hmm.
So what do you think? What's the reason behind it? I think
I would
even
say
you also. Yeah.
because interview is something where you don't get syllabus. They can ask
Right.
anything out of everything. Like in exams, you have syllabus to be prepared. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything have proper syllabus that you have to prepare all these things. But in interview, the interview can ask anything.
Yeah, the
So that
interviews.
can be like weirdest part that I can, if I'm taking your interview, then I can ask anything regarding you, regarding your qualification, anything in the world. I can ask anything.
Yeah. Right.
So I would say it's like out of syllabus. Every question is out of syllabus.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah.
You know, and I think as you all know that, as we all know that, the India's most toughest exam is this UPSC, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
have JEE, then ND and all, and in all these things, I think in JEE you don't have any interviews. No, 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 no. You have after the placement. Now you have to go through this interview. So interview is like everywhere,
Everywhere, yeah, definitely.
right?
Yeah, you
Right.
are
Have
working with English Yaari, so you might have given an interview already.
Yes, yes, yes. Right,
Yeah,
right. English Yaari's interview, right? Yeah.
so interview everywhere.
Yeah, interviews everywhere, man. If they are hiring you for something, then obviously you have to go through that process. So you guys have
Mm,
to be ready for that.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So as you have not given an interview, so in future obviously you're gonna give this IBPS PO interview or SBI interview, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? What the interviewers, they want? What do they want from you or from the people who are being or who are giving the interviews?
I would say they are supposing me to be or react or act like a PO because they are going to give me a PO post after the interview. There will be a
Yeah.
little bit of training, but yeah, they are like I'm supposed to react or tell them or convince them in a way that a PO can because they are
Mm.
hiring me as a PO. So they will analysis or the point out every quality of a PO.
Right. And basically they want you to be real, you know.
Definitely.
Your honesty matters a lot there because because they have this what you can say you can say that they have this experience with them that they can easily recognize that who is being honest and who is being dishonest. So,
Yeah.
when you talk to a lot of people now, so you will get this thing, that you
You,
will
you,
know.
you don't
Yeah,
need
you can't
to
make them
be
out.
all smart. You just need to be real. Whatever you are, whatever you know, whatever you have to like be real.
Yeah,
It's
and
not like it's my first interview. I'm saying that I have given many interviews.
yeah, right, right, right.
I
You know,
honestly saying that it's my first interview. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah, exactly.
That is going to help me. that that guy is giving his first interview, and if I'm a little bit nervous, they will ignore this. That it's his first interview, so
Yeah, and when you will say now that this is your first interview, then they are gonna be quite lenient with you because this is your first
that,
interview. So obviously, and when you will like we will have your own swag, and then you will say I've had hundreds of interviews, so they will ask you very tougher questions because you already have gone through a lot of interviews. So that's the thing. So
and
we
another
have
fun
to
fact
plan.
is that another fun fact is that if you have given 100 interview, then why you are here? 99 people rejected you. Why should I select you?
Right, 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 right. The first question they will ask to that person is why they all have rejected you, man. Ah, man, tell me, man. Right,
Why we should select you or hire you? So like it's
right.
going to be like difficult for you.
Yeah, yeah. And the interviewers be like, if you are bad, then I'm your dad. Something like that.
Definitely. Don't
Yeah,
teach your father how to like everything.
yeah. Okay, that was a very nice joke, by the way. Okay.